Hello everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez. This is the Weekly Report, a look at news about programs and services provided by departments of the city of Kansas City, Missouri. When the sun shines on the city market, it's now creating electricity. The city has partnered with KCP&L and Mark I Electric to install 2 solar panel systems at the city market. The city now has 65 locations using solar power, making us one of the largest users of on-site generated solar power in the state of Missouri. The new panels will reduce the amount of energy needed to power buildings on the market's east side. To learn more about the city's sustainability efforts, visit kcmo.gov and enter the search term KC Green. Residents and neighborhood groups may recycle unwanted tires through the city's Tire Amnesty program. The program is open from March through November on the first Saturday of each month from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the city's environmental campus, which is located at 4707 Doremus Avenue. There is a small fee for individual residents to recycle tires. Registered neighborhood groups may pool their efforts to dispose of larger piles of tires by contacting 311. The city's 63rd and Prospect redevelopment project has begun final environmental cleanup in preparation for development. Recent testing for asbestos discovered much less contamination than previously predicted. That means it will cost the city less time and money to complete the cleanup. The next step is to launch a national marketing campaign. The Kessinger Hunter firm has been selected to promote redevelopment of this area and to help find a developer. Learn more about the project by searching for 63rd and Prospect on kcmo.gov. March is National Women's History Month, and beginning March 24th, the city will feature interviews with 4 women who are in significant leadership positions. We'll have those on our website. Those being honored are Sherry McIntyre, Assistant City Manager and Director of the Public Works Department, Kamiko Gilmore, Assistant City Manager, Terry Reinard, Deputy Director of the Parks and Recreation Department, Deb Ridgway, Bicycle Pedestrian Coordinator in the City Planning and Development Department, and Ashley Hand, Chief Innovation Officer. We have more information about these women posted on our website at kcmo.gov. Now let's check in with some of our city's departments.
Hi, I'm Heidi Downer with Kansas City Parks and Recreation. Springtime is finally here, so get ready to enjoy the many outdoor events we have lined up. If you like to play soccer, no matter what your age or skill level, make plans to attend the Sporting KC Ability Soccer Camp on Thursday, April 3rd. This fun, free event from 6 to 7:30 is especially geared towards persons with disabilities. It will be held at the Sporting KC Training Center at 63rd Street and Lewis Road in Swope Park. Visit the Recreation Council of Greater Kansas City's website, rcgkc.org, for more information. Volunteers of all ages and abilities are needed to clean up the Blue River on Saturday morning, April 5th. Enjoy donuts and coffee when you sign in at 8 a.m. at the Lakeside Nature Center in Swope Park, 4701 East Gregory Boulevard. T-shirts, work gloves, tools, and trash bags will be provided, and volunteers will meet back at the center for lunch at noon. Both individuals and groups can register at lakesidenaturecenter.org or by calling 816-513-8960. The City of Fountains, that's us, marks the official start of fountain season on Tuesday, April 8th at the Eagle Scout Memorial Fountain at 39th Street and Gillum Road. Join the Board of Parks and Recreation Commissioners and local Boy Scouts at 11 a.m. for a small ceremony as the city's 48 public fountains spring back to life. A public meeting about Washington Square Park will be held at 6 p.m. Wednesday, April the 16th. The park, a 5-acre area at Pershing Road and Grand Boulevard, is being redeveloped by the Parks Department in collaboration with landscape architects and economic advisors. These consultants will present their research and take questions and comments from the public. A location for the meeting is still being decided and will be posted later on the calendar section at kcparks.org. For more information about these events and other activities, see the Parks and Recreation website at kcparks.org or give us a call at 816-513-7500.
In the past year, our area has endured several pedestrian fatalities on the interstates that could have been avoided. With the longer daylight hours and warmer weather, more people are outside, walking, jogging, etc. With some sound advice, here is MoDOT's Incident Management Coordinator, Rusty James.
Now, we have had a number of incidents in the Kansas City area in the past winter, and even in times when weather is good, where people have gotten out of their cars when it's either broken down or they've been involved in a crash or some other incident, and they have been struck by vehicles while they were outside their car. If you have a problem with your car, whether it's you're involved in a crash or it's broken down or it's a weather-related issue, you need to make a determination yourself. Am I safer in my car, or would I be safer getting out of my car? The vast majority of the times, we have found that people would be safer staying inside their car. It does provide some protection. But if you determine that it's safer for you to get outside your car, what we would ask is that you get as far away from your car as you can and get behind a barrier. And when you do have a problem with your car, again, whether it's a crash or a breakdown, if you'll just call 911 and tell the dispatcher that you need some assistance from Motorist Assist, they'll dispatch one of the MoDOT Motorist Assist units to you as quickly as possible, and they can come out and help you with whatever the problem is and provide safe traffic control. And if you do need the assistance of the MoDOT Motorist Assist units, there's never any charge for that. We come out and assist, whether we change a tire, maybe do some minor mechanical repairs, give you a little gasoline. Sometimes we push the cars. We do whatever we can to get you back on the road again, and there will never be a charge for our assistance. The interstate highways especially, but any high volume roadway such as the interstates, U.S. highways, and some of the state highways are very dangerous. There's really never a time when it's safe for a pedestrian to be walking on those highways. Traffic is moving very quickly, pedestrians are hard to see, and it's probably one of the most unsafe situations that we have.
KCPD Sergeant Randy Sims is a 26-year veteran of the force, and his years in the Accident Investigation Unit required him to bear witness to some horrific scenes.
I spent 10 years in our Accident Investigation Unit and was involved in investigating over 400 fatality accidents. Unfortunately, several of those included pedestrians walking on the side of the road. The combination of a human body with the metal on a car and the velocity of a car is not good. I would highly recommend that you plan in advance and have in your car a reflective vest. For a few dollars you can pick up one of these emergency kits, and many of them have reflective vests in there. And if you should be disabled on the side of the road, that you wear this protective vest even in the daytime, but especially at night. Unless you absolutely have to walk on the side of the road, you shouldn't do it. There's just been far too many people struck and killed by inattentive drivers that, for whatever reason, might drift off to the side of the road and strike a pedestrian.
13% of all traffic fatalities are pedestrians, and 90% of them happen on clear days. One interesting note: when alcohol is involved in a pedestrian death, the cause is 2 times more likely to be drunk walking rather than drunk driving. I'm Officer Shelley Gaddis. Please drive safe.
Hi, I'm Floyd Peoples, Fire Marshal for the Kansas City, Missouri Fire Department. Today, we're going to talk about smoke alarms and safety in your home. A properly installed and maintained smoke alarm is the only thing in your home that can alert you and your family to a fire 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're awake or asleep, a working smoke alarm is constantly on alert, scanning the air for fire and smoke. According to the National Fire Protection Association, almost 2/3 of home fire deaths result from fires in properties without working smoke alarms. A working smoke alarm significantly increases your chances of surviving a deadly home fire. Smoke alarms are powered by battery, or they are hardwired into the home's electrical system. If the smoke alarm is powered by battery, it runs on either a disposable 9-volt battery or a non-replaceable 10-year lithium long-life battery. A battery backup is usually present on hardwired alarms and may need to be replaced. These batteries must be tested on a regular basis and, in most cases, should be replaced at least once each year, except for lithium batteries. Remember, when it's time to change your clock each spring and fall, change the smoke detector battery. Smoke alarms are not expensive and are worth the lives they can help save. Smoke detectors are also available at any fire station, so stop by and pick one up. To watch additional videos about fire safety or other city services, please visit our website at kcmo.gov and then search for FYI KC. Thanks for watching. I'm Floyd Peoples, Kansas City Fire Department. Thank you.
The Rebuild KC Neighborhood Mini Grant Program will begin accepting grant applications on April 1st. Rebuild KC will award grants up to $3,500 to registered neighborhoods with qualifying projects. Successful grant applicants must provide a dollar-for-dollar matching contribution of volunteer labor, donated materials, and in-kind services. The city's spring curbside leaf and brush collection begins the week of April 14th for residents in the city's North Zone. On their regular trash day, residents may leave up to 20 bags or bundles of leaves and brush on the curb. Collection for Central Zone residents is the week of April 21st, and South Zone pickup starts April 28th. To find out when your pickup day is, check the Water Services website for the leaf and brush schedule. Residents may also dispose of woody debris at the city's 3 leaf and brush drop-off centers, which have reopened for the season. The drop-off centers are located at 1815 North Choteau Traffic Way, 10301 Raytown Road, and 11660 North Main Street. And here's a friendly reminder that the federal tax filing deadline of Tuesday, April 15th also applies to your local taxes. Kansas City's earning tax returns are due that day, along with any outstanding payments. This also applies to the profit earnings tax for businesses on a calendar year accounting cycle. You may file using the city's Quick Tax online system. To find Quick Tax or to download tax forms to mail in, go to kcmo.gov and search for tax information, or you can call the Revenue Division at 816-513-1120. For more information about any of today's stories, please log on to kcmo.gov and search for the Weekly Report. That does it for this edition of the Weekly Report. I'm Chris Hernandez. Have a great week.